week one profitability analysis assignment. This can be found in content, and then within content, click the content button, and within there, click on week one profitability. At the bottom, there's the assignment. So we're going to do step one, which is deciding on an industry, and then selecting 6 companies, 1 company for each team member, to create a profitability analysis. The actual analysis is going to be done in step 2. But first, we've got to make the decision on the industry. So click on the roller click on each of these links, starting with Team Folder, then Statistica, MarketWatch, Yahoo Finance, and Macro Trends. So starting in the Team Folder, if you go into your Team Folder and go into week 1, you'll see I've already set up a bunch of questions that I want you to answer about the 6 companies you're choosing. So then go into the Company Insights one, and we want to choose North America, so Canada and the United States. The IPO status needs to be only public. Take off the private check mark. Everything else is good. Active, company founding year less than 2022. Actually, it's going to be bigger than that. And then you get to pick the industry. Now, for this example, I'm just going to pick the first one, agricultural, forestry, and fishing, and farming and hunting to isolate it within that. And it's waiting. There it is. And so I'm going to download all of these. This is the download button here. And there we go. I'm going to open it up. And to copy this, now I'm going to start using my mouse because I'm in Excel. So I'm going to hold down Shift and then End and then down. And then I'm just going to, while I'm still holding Shift, go to the right enough to copy all these numbers. And then Control C to copy. Minimize, which is Window M. Oh, that minimized everything. Okay. And then go back to the week 1, and we're going to paste it in cell L2. L1, because I'm using this first row as a kind of a sub or a over category, the subcategories are here. So I'm going to paste it in L2. And there's the first one. I'm just going to make this wider. So Archer Daniels. So I'm going to see if Archer Daniels, first I'm going to get its symbol. So I'm going to go back to this Company Insights. I'm going to click on Archer Daniels. And go to the end. Just hit the end key on your keyboard and then scroll up a bit. And you might wonder, why aren't we using the stock exchanges? Because the websites that we're using don't use that. They use the company symbol ADM. So that's what I'm using. And now I can go first to MarketWatch. And I'm going to search the MarketWatch. There's a magnifying glass in the upper right hand. That's the search. Search for ADM. And here it is, ADM. And what I'm asking for here in MarketWatch is, are there 5 years of sales? And if I go to the financials, yes, there are 5 years of sales and revenue. So that one's good. Is there an EBIT and a net income? Oops, this one. Here's EBIT after unusual expenses. Yes, there's 5 years of that. Net income. Yes, there's 5 years of that. They also ask for an EPS, and also, is there a balance sheet? And if we scroll up to the top, here's the balance sheet. There probably will be, and yes, there is. Okay, so I can fill it in a 1, or I'm just going to autofill this cross for all those ones. By the way, once you've pasted this in here, every team member can now fill this out for their lines to try to find one that works for them. The next one is Macro Trends, and so that's this one, and ADM. And what I'm looking for here is, are there quarterly sales for 5 years since 2019 quarter 2? So sales and revenue. Here's revenue. And then if you scroll down, here's the quarterly sales. And I can, going down to 2019, quarter two. Yeah, I have it. In fact, I have it far past that. So, and it's contiguous. In other words, there's no missing gaps in there. So that's good. And then it also wanted to ask in other ratios, oops, if there is an ROE. And yes, there is. So I'm going to say those two are good. Finally, I'm going to Yahoo. That's for the stock prices. And ADM. And Yahoo wants to know if there's a beta in EPS and a 5 years of dividends. So the beta and EPS are right there, yes. And the dividends are in historical data. And I want to go monthly. And then I want to get, instead of historical prices, dividends only. And I want to do this for 5 years. And apply. And here it is. And yes, I do have it. And I could download it. I'll do that later, though. I don't need it for this assignment. I just want to make sure that they're there. And so I have beta, EPS, and 5 years. So this one's a good one. And you do something maybe to mark this as your one, apart from the other team members. Maybe put a color, whatever you want to do to indicate that you've got one now. And that's the first step.